A user deposits $10,000 into a new protocol. In return, he gets a number on a dashboard, not tokens, not yield he can withdraw. A number, labeled points, that the protocol is careful to say means nothing and promises nothing. He locks his money up anyway for months, chasing the chance that those points might one day convert into something real. They might not. He knows this. And he is one of millions doing the exact same thing. Welcome to the points meta, the most one-sided game in crypto. To see how strange this is, rewind to the airdrop era. A protocol would launch a token and reward early users by dropping free tokens into their wallets. Real assets with a real price that you could sell that day. Some were life-changing. One trading protocol's airdrop in 2020 handed early users tokens worth thousands, and a few wallets cashed out fortunes. The deal was clear. Use the product early, get paid in something with value. The protocol made a promise, and the token honored it. But airdrops created a problem for the protocols. They had to commit, announce a token, define who qualifies, and pay out, often before they knew if the project would even survive. Worse, bots gamed it. Farmers spun up thousands of wallets to harvest free tokens and dump them instantly, crashing the price and rewarding cheaters over real users. The protocols looked at this and asked a simple question. What if we could get all the early activity, the deposits, the buzz, without promising anything at all? Points were the answer. Instead of a token with a price, you earn points with no price. The protocol says, loudly and in writing, that points may never convert to anything. There is no promised exchange rate, no guaranteed token, no date. You deposit your real money, you take real risk, you lock real time, and in exchange you accumulate a score the protocol owes you nothing for. Read that again. The genius of it, from the protocol's side, is that it costs them nothing to issue and obligates them to nothing. So why does anyone play? Because the points era was born from one spectacular success. A liquid staking protocol ran a points campaign, attracted billions in deposits, then converted points to a token that briefly made early farmers very rich. That single outcome rewired everyone's expectations. Now, every new protocol launches points, and every farmer assumes theirs will be the next jackpot. The whole meta runs on the memory of a few winners, the same psychology that powers every lottery ever sold. And the risk shifted entirely onto you. With an airdrop, the protocol carried the obligation. With points, you carry everything. You carry the deposit risk if the protocol gets hacked or fails. You carry the opportunity cost of locking funds for months. You carry the time you spend farming. And at the end, the protocol decides, alone, whether your points are worth anything, how much, and whether you even qualify. You did the work and took the risk on a contract that was never a contract. It was a vibe. This is exactly why the model behind this channel matters as a contrast. On MXEL, creators earn crypto for the content they already make. The value is tied to actual work delivered, not to a maybe. The points meta is the opposite philosophy. It asks you to front the risk for a reward that may never exist. Both use crypto rails, but the difference is everything. One pays you for what you did. The other asks you to gamble on what someone might do for you later. So how do you judge a points campaign without getting played? Start with the deposit. If a program requires you to lock real funds in a new, unaudited contract, the points are not the risk. The smart contract is. People have lost everything to a single exploit while chasing points that turned out worthless. Rule 1. The size of your bet should match the safety of the thing holding your money, not the size of the dream the points are selling you. Next, do the cold math. Estimate the hours, the locked capital, and the months. Then ask what the conversion would have to be, just to beat simply holding a stablecoin earning safe yield. Most campaigns fail that test the moment you write it down. The ones worth your time usually share a few traits. A protocol with real revenue, a credible team, audited contracts, and a token already implied by its tokenomics. Everything else is hope wearing a dashboard. And know how the story usually ends, because most do not end like the jackpot. Many points programs convert to tokens that dump within days, as farmers who never cared about the product sell instantly. Others quietly never convert at all, the points expiring into nothing while attention moves to the next shinier campaign. The honest expected value of farming a random points program is, for most people, negative once you count the risk and the time. The winners are remembered loudly. The far larger crowd of losers simply goes quiet. The protocol told you the truth the entire time. The points mean nothing. It is printed right there in the terms. You read it, and you deposit it anyway because somewhere a few people got rich, and the math of hope is stronger than the math of odds. That is not a flaw in you, it is the design. The points meta did not trick anyone. It simply moved all the risk onto the user, in writing, in the open, and watched everyone agree. The house never lies, it just lets you do the dreaming. If this one stayed with you, Episode 2, the wallet that earned $54,000 from a single airdrop, breaks down the eligibility math from the era before points changed the rules. It is on this channel.